Hi, neurodivergent friends. I have a tip for you. If you like to have the same thing every day and you would like it to have a little bit more nutrition than just maybe plain oatmeal or whatever you like to eat, my tip is this. What I do in the morning, and I think of this more similarly to harm reduction. This isn't the best thing in the world to have, but if you have ADHD and you are going to grab, let's face it, I like to grab Lucky Charms. I grab things that are there. They aren't the best, but in the morning, I'm a walking zombie. I can't think straight. Also, if you have autism or you just have sensitivities to certain foods you like, and you want to eat the same thing every day and you don't want a lot of changes, this is something that is a little bit more nutritious than just maybe oatmeal by itself. Now, lately, my sensitivities don't have to do with like flavors and different foods per se as temperature. Lately, I just really can't have hot things. Even in the winter now, I can't drink hot coffee. I always have it iced. So what I do is, and this is something you can do with oatmeal without doing this. If you want a yummy version of oatmeal that's cold, that tastes like cold cereal, you can put a scoop of it, I believe it's half a cup, in a bowl. You can put in some salt. You definitely want some electrolytes. Put a little bit of salt in there. If you would like, however you want to sweeten it, you could put in Splenda or whatever, if you don't want to use sugar. And then what I will do is sometimes I'll add spices, like I'll add cinnamon or ginger. And then when you put in the cold milk, it will taste like an oatmeal cookie and it tastes delicious. As far as the protein hack that I have, one of the things that I've mentioned in some of my videos is if you don't have enough protein in your diet, your body's not going to be able to make the dopamine and the feel-good brain chemicals. I believe that your body needs these protein building blocks to make the neurochemicals we are deficient in, right? So one of the things that I do is I make sure I have some form of protein. It doesn't have to be protein powder. It could be a chicken salad sandwich. It could be a piece of pizza. We're looking at this as harm reduction right now, right? This is a great tip for ADHD. We are so spaced out and sometimes we cannot think straight and we will grab whatever looks good to us. We know we shouldn't, but dang, we want that sugar, right? This is a little less harmful. So what I do is I will take protein powder. For my friends who have autism and have ARFID, this is something you might have to try a few different brands and make some protein shakes and taste them and find one that's not yucky to you. Okay, I get it. Some of them I really don't like. This one is okay. I've had some that I like better. Cachaba's really good. So what I will do is I will get a glass and I'll get the protein powder and I will fill it up with either milk or water, and I will fill it up with water. I know this is coffee right now. And I'll put a scoop of the protein powder in and I'll use like a long fork and I'll whisk it up, right? When I get my cereal, I tend to like just plain oatmeal in the morning lately. That's pretty good. It's more nutritious than junk food, right? And it's got some fiber, but not too much. So that's good because I want to digest my food in the morning. I'm so tired. So I put the oatmeal in here. I'll put a little bit of salt. I will make a protein drink. If you don't like the powdered, I can't really do the Ensure. Some of those drinks, they make me feel yucky. Like I said, some of us have issues with the foods we eat, right? And it can be really, really tough to find something that you can eat for some of us. Those that don't have those issues won't know what I'm talking about, but particularly if you have autism and you have ARFID, there's few things that you're going to be eating or drinking. So find your favorite protein drink, something that is not gross, that does not sit weird in your stomach, that you can have. I will mix it with some water and milk. I'll make a protein drink, and I will put half in my cereal. I know this sounds gross. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's pretty good. Like I said, you have to experiment. But if you're able to sweeten it, like if it's not sweet enough with the protein, and you play with some salt and some spices, this is a morning hack for you. I'll do my protein shake. I'll put half in my cereal, and then half is down here. And I don't like my coffee as strong as my fiance makes it. He makes it very, very strong. And it's not really hot right now, which is great. And then I'll throw some ice in here, and then I'll fill the rest up with coffee. So anytime that you see me with videos and I'm drinking coffee and I'm like doing this, now you know why. So that's my hack. Get a protein shake. And if I've been doing this for a little while, but a lot of time, I'm starting to stim. Sorry, I'm going to make you like dizzy. I'm going to start rocking. It's tricky. Sometimes it's gross with coffee and sometimes it's good. Give yourself some time to figure out what you like. But if you find a protein drink that you like and you don't have leftovers for dinner to have in the morning, yeah, it's a good alternative to junk food and regular cereal, because yeah, you're getting cereal. Yeah, it's not the best thing. Yes, we should have protein and fruit and all of these other things. I don't know about you, but if you have ADHD, it is hard to even remember to eat at all. And I have to make sure pills, food, protein, for me, those are my 3 important things in the morning. You, it might be different, but I want to make sure I get protein. And I'll tell you why. Whatever you can do, if it's not this idea, take some time to try different ideas for things that you can do for the morning that are quick and easy if you have ADHD. Another tip for you, let me switch it around. I look terrible, but that's okay. I just woke up, of course, like I always do. I really have to stop filming myself like this. I really do. It's terrible, but my videos are changing very soon, I promise, because I've been doing some planning and it's good. So my tip for you guys is try different things for your breakfast. And the reason why I say that is, if it's not easy, if you have ADHD, and let's face it, I don't know about you, I have the inattentive type, so I lose time and I space. And if I don't take my medicine, it will be all day. And if I don't have protein, my body's not going to be able to make the dopamine to make my medicine work. And if I don't say pills, food, protein in the morning, if I don't make eating and taking my medicine the very first thing, I will go all day and I will forget to eat. I'll forget to drink water. It didn't used to be so bad when I was younger because I was hungry all the time. But I think maybe now, I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's because I'm going through burnout and my symptoms are a lot worse, but I forget to eat. So my tip is do what you can to streamline eating for you in the morning. There are some other ideas that I have for you. That's just one. That's just what I've been doing lately, is that I'll make a protein drink and it's sweet. It tastes like vanilla cookies. So I will put some of it in with my oatmeal, because for some reason I've just been enjoying plain oatmeal lately. And I thought this might actually help other people. I know that everyone has their routine and their things that they like, but especially if you have ADHD and your symptoms are like me, where not only do you forget to eat, but when you do think of eating, you're spacing out. Like my space out is worse in the morning because I haven't started my day yet. I'm groggy until my medicine kicks in, and I don't care. When you're in that state, you're like, I don't care. I will grab anything. I don't care. I just want to feel better. So I'll grab anything. And you know what? I used to be eating Lucky Charms all the time. I know I shouldn't be eating Lucky Charms all the time. My friend Genevieve, she would yell at me. I know I shouldn't be having Lucky Charms. Is it me? Is it like an ADHD, like sugar addiction thing? I don't, like that time of day when you're symptomatic, you don't give it a bleep. You don't care. You just want to put something in your stomach. So that's one idea for you. If that sounds like something that might help you, try it out. I can't think in the morning. It's very easy for me to scoop some oatmeal, throw it in a bowl, make a protein shake, put some in the cereal, put some in my coffee. If that's like disgusting for you and it's gross, do whatever hack that you need to do to add protein to your breakfast. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. So my disclaimer is definitely want to check with your healthcare professional if you have specific dietary needs. I don't know. Everybody's got their own like diet or thing that they're trying to do, or health situation, or medications. So I know that sounds like over it might be like a little dramatic to say, but this might not be something you can have. But some other ideas that I found that might be helpful, and this is something that I've seen other people with ADHD talk about, or I don't remember if it was content creators or counselors. It might be my counselor. Whatever you can do, even if you have to think of this at night or when you are like really cognitively awake, and I don't know, make a note. If it's in the morning and you're seeing this and you can't think straight, make a note, a reminder to think of this later. Get out a pad of paper and write some ideas for yourself, things that you might like that are fast, easy, you don't have to think. Because the easier it is for you to do, the more likely you're going to do it. If something's complicated, especially when we're symptomatic, chances are we're not going to do it. When I see a microwave meal that has like 5 steps, they say put it on this percentage of defrost, and then heat it up this much, and then open it up, stir it up, and put it on this one. Nope. You know what I do? I just hit it to 5 minutes. F it. However it comes out, it comes out. I don't have the cognitive energy to think about that. It's not that important to me. I just want to eat it. I just want to go. I can't. I'm tired. I got other things that I'm stressing about. I don't want to stress about my food. Some other ideas for you if you're looking for easy things that can get you to actually eat in the morning. If you have issues with, making sure that you eat, and also that you have what you need so you're not starving. Because you know what happens by the time it's lunch. If you work in an office and there's a machine, you're going to end up grabbing Pop-Tarts or whatever. If you're like me, anyway. So here's another idea. So when you go to the grocery store, check the freezer section. This is also cost effective too. Look for those breakfast burritos. They're usually only like $1 or $2, maybe $2 a piece. You can stock up and you can put a shit ton of those in your freezer, and you take it out, you wrap it up in a paper towel, and you heat it up for like 2 minutes or something. Boom. You want to make sure, and like I said, check with your doctor. You want to make sure that your food has protein. It has to have some fat. If you're trying to cut back fat, just make sure it's a healthy fat. You could throw some avocados. I'm not like a millennial, so I've never had avocado on toast, although I'd like to try it. Avocado is a healthy fat. I'll do another video on healthy alternatives if that's something that you're into. I don't know. This is an ADHD/autism channel. I'm not gonna. I could. Healthcare has been a special interest off and on. I love learning about nutrition. Maybe if that's something interesting to you guys, let me know. But those breakfast burritos are good. They're cheap. You're getting protein. You're getting fat. Oh, fat's bad for you. Well, if you don't have some fat, try for healthy fat. If you don't have some fat, like at least a little bit, you're going to be starving. Especially, I don't know, tell me, ADHD friends, if you're like me, do you like crave sugar and coffee? I think that I noticed that when I was younger, I heard from this one woman who ran an ADHD group. She had it herself. She says that people with ADHD tend to crave, tend to drink coffee or smoke or love, sugar because we're trying to wake up. Oh my God. Another rambly video. At least this isn't an hour. So ideas for you to try. Some kind of protein drink in the morning when you have your coffee and your cereal. Some variation of that. If not, go to the freezer section in your grocery store and look for breakfast burritos. There are breakfast sandwiches, but I know, and they're delicious. Yeah, you can get a Skittle out. Yeah, you can make your own egg and cheese sandwiches. But if you're getting ready for work, if you have to do something in the morning and you feel like garbage and your brain is not booted up yet because it feels like an old IBM computer and everybody else gets like a Mac or something else, and it takes you forever and a day to be able to think straight, are you going to get a frying pan out and make an egg and cheese sandwich? No, you're just going to get frustrated and you're going to jump in the shower and you're going to get ready and you're going to go, and then you're going to be starving, and then you're going to have a headache, and then you're not going to be able to think straight. Does this sound like you? So this is 17 minutes in so far, but yeah, that's my tip for you for this week is give it some thought. Write some ideas down of what you would like to do if this is an issue for you. Some people don't eat breakfast, and I'm not here to like change you or try to get you to change that. That's really up to you, how you want to plan your time and how you eat. But if you do eat breakfast, if you can, I mean, they don't say it's the most important meal for nothing. And if we're taking medication to make our brain work better, and we need protein and food for our body to make those brain chemicals so we can think straight, so we're not super sensitive, so things aren't getting on our nerves, why wouldn't you want to do that? I think if you're like me and you tend to eat junk in the morning, if you eat at all, you will notice a huge difference. It will help you a lot. I feel like medication only helps so much. It's for me, it does help a lot, and I do have to get a prescriber closer to where I live now, because the one I only see her every like 3 or 4 months, and it's not working. I don't have an ability to talk and adjust my medication, and it's not enough. But things that you can do in your everyday life to make your symptoms a little less worse: drinking your water. It's funny, like all these things that we can do to help make our symptoms better, require things that are challenging for us. So that might be another video that I can do, like hacks to help you remember and streamline it to make it so it's not a big production. But yeah, what kind of hacks do you have for breakfast? Do you eat breakfast? Another thing, anything that you can do ahead of time to just put in your freezer or your fridge that you can grab and go, That's what you want to do. And the time that we think about it is the time we can't think straight. You're not going to think about it the rest of the day because you're doing other stuff. Does this help you at all? Does this sound like something that would help? It's funny. It's like basic stuff. It's like stuff you wouldn't even think of will actually have an impact on helping you with your symptoms. Seriously. Seriously. And I know that this one job I had where I worked in an office, I absolutely did not want my symptoms showing at all. And it was so boring. And this really would have helped me. This really would have helped me. I was not diagnosed yet. And all I did was go to the coffee machine constantly. And I was tired all the time. Of course, I was in my 20s and I didn't know about nutrition. If you don't get enough fat and enough protein, you're going to be starving. You're constantly going to be craving sugar. You're going to be dehydrated. Oh, another tip too. If you do make sure you have protein and you do increase it, or if you already do incorporate protein as part of your diet, you may not know this, but your body actually needs additional water to digest it and break it down. So if you don't drink enough water, you might get really tired. So it might give you a headache. You'll get dehydrated. You may not even be aware of it if you've been doing it for a while and think that it's just part of your symptoms. But try to drink more water. I'm not really sure how much water per protein. I can get back to you on that. But yeah, anytime you have a cup of coffee, try to have water because it will dehydrate you some. I know they've gone back and said that's not true, but it is true. Caffeine is a diuretic. For every cup of coffee, you should have like at least 6 ounces of water. Try to have a glass of water or even a half a cup of water. You know, it will help you. And I don't know about you, but I don't know any folks with ADHD that don't drink a shit ton of coffee. Do you? Can you go without coffee? Oh my gosh, it's self-medication. I mean, that's all I did before I even knew I had this. Water sucks. It sucks because you feel like you're drowning and it's hard to remember. You can put reminders on your phone. There are apps that remind you. You might have to experiment with that because I found them kind of annoying and I had to actually take it off my phone. But that doesn't mean it won't work for you. So my tip, find something that you can do in the morning that's easy, that's fast, that you can just throw in the microwave and eat, or throw in a bowl and eat, and that's it. And you want to make sure it has some fat, and you want to make sure it has some protein. You do not need to be helping your ADHD to be worse. You're already struggling, right? I'd be really interested to see what kind of hacks that you guys do with your diet. Is there anything that you do that helps you to remember to eat? Is there anything that you do to help yourself to eat better? Have you seen ADHD Love with the girl with the green hair and the black hair, or is it Aqua? And her name's Roxanne, and I can't remember her husband's name, but they're British. They're super, super cute. She has ADHD, and she will talk about this as she'll go on hyperfocus, and she'll do all these other things, and she'll go all day, and she'll forget to eat. And then by the time she thinks to eat, she'll open the fridge and just eat a bunch of mozzarella cheese or junk food. So, what grab-and-go foods do you have in your fridge or cupboard? I'd really be interested to know. Comment below. And if you or someone you know has ADHD or autism and you are interested in learning more, I am going to be doing much better content coming soon. So I am going to continue doing my vlogs because it's very helpful for me. I've moved away from this like 30-day experiment that I was trying to do. And so each week I'm going to come in and do a video talking about my progress that week. And I'll probably be doing it on Thursdays. I'm going to start scheduling it. And it's just going to say ADHD blog or autism blog or whatever because, oh, blurry. I probably have both. And what else was I going to tell you? I am going to be doing another video later. This was just supposed to be like a quick 5-minute thing, but I am apparently incapable of that. I forget what I was going to say. I love you guys. If you have not taken your pills yet and you need to take medication to feel better, I look terrible, please go do that. Drink your water. Take care of you. You only have one you. You cannot help other people before you help yourself. It sucks if you're a caretaker type of person. It sucks if you're a very nurturing kind of person, because taking care of yourself is work, right? It's not fun. The easier you can make this for yourself, the more likely you're going to do it. What hacks do you have to maintain your ADHD? What dietary, do you do anything dietary wise? Do you do anything to make it easier for you to eat? Please comment below and like or subscribe. This is going to get better. This is going to get better. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Oh, another thing is I wanted to mention, I'm sorry if I kind of went crazy yesterday doing a whole bunch of posts in my community section because I was in this huge, like, might as well stick a cable to my head, Neo from the Matrix, trying to absorb everything I could about high-masking autistic women and other things that I think would be very helpful for us. Not just women with ADHD or autism, but just a bunch of different things. And so I can't keep doing that. And so please don't leave just because of that. I didn't mean to do that. Some of my posts in my community section end up being like novels. I know and I understand that the way I write and communicate is very, very long, and a lot of people won't read that, and it's okay. If it's overwhelming, you don't have to read it. Don't feel obligated. But until I learn how to script videos and make them shorter, until I learn how to post things in a very succinct way, this is how my brain processes. It's frustrating for me, but I have been posting it anyway because it's where I'm at. I'm symptomatic, and this has to do with how my neurodivergence has kind of been like a learning disability for me, and I can't seem to form my thoughts without doing that. And if I think about editing them, I get overwhelmed. If I think about brainstorming and forming the post ahead of time, I get overwhelmed. It's the same issues I had in college. It will get longer. So this is just for now. This is just for now. And yeah, don't feel obligated to read my long posts. I type fast as I can talk, probably, almost. I used to work in a job where I typed a lot. Ooh, that's a funny ADHD story for you guys for later. I don't know if I ever shared it with you. When I was in grade school, no, high school, I remember taking a typing class. I had no idea I had ADHD. All I knew is I sat there in the class and I literally couldn't think straight to type the letters that they were saying to do because all I heard was... I'm like shaking my leg thinking about it because it stresses me out just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Sounds. as soon as sounds come in, they aren't necessarily painful, but they override and stop any thought I'm having. They like kind of hijack. So it can be quite frustrating. But then when I was a little bit older, I got, my dad just happened to have this so he had this computer game and it taught you how to type. And because of my negative experience in high school, I just thought I was really bad at it and I wasn't going to be able to learn it. But wouldn't you know it, if you make something a video game, you go from, for an ADHD brain, you go from something being crazy hard to, oh my God, this is fun, hyper-focused. Yep. The newer versions of it have not been good. You know, maybe like 10 years later, I got another updated version and it wasn't as good. This older one was awesome because you would do the lessons and then it would actually, it's kind of similar to AI now. It would look at how you did your lesson. It would analyze the exact mistakes that you make. And I might have some dyslexia that runs in my family as well. I was constantly doing opposite letters and numbers from different hands. I was switching things around. And it would tailor make a lesson exactly tailored to your weakness. And each lesson was short. And if you typed, as you typed, you had a car. Oh my God, this is getting long. But this is it. I'm going to end this. As you type, your car would go faster the faster you typed. So you'd want to go fast, but then you start making mistakes. Every time you made a mistake with your lesson, a bug would splat on the windshield. It was fun. It was fun. And that was like, oh, I have to do this. And long story short, I went from somebody who didn't think that I had the ability to learn how to type to being pretty expert at it. Maybe that's an idea for a hack for us. What kind of things, what breakfasts can you buy or make ahead of time? So in the morning, you can just grab it, eat it, and go. And it's got protein, some healthy fat. Actually, this breakfast does not have fat. That's why a lot of times people will say, for kids who have ADHD who take medication and forget to eat, they'll say for them to have pizza in the morning, leftover pizza. And you might think, well, that's really bad for you. But it's got some fat in it and it's got protein. What do you have for breakfast? Do you eat breakfast? What are your challenges for ADHD? Would this be helpful for you? That would be fun. Sorry, I'm so dehydrated in the morning. Speaking of, I poured my cereal. I'm going to go eat it. So drink your water. Take your medicine if you need to feel better. I love you. Remember, anything that you try, whether you're trying to do a new routine of some sort, we get excited and try to change too much too quickly. Give yourself grace. Try something small. See if it works. It's frustrating. You can do it. And see how much better it helps you to feel. You deserve this. You deserve to feel better. Life is stressful enough, especially if you're an adult and you have kids. I haven't been able to have children. I can't have children. But you do a lot every single day. I'm thinking most of you, right? And these things are work, but the reward is how much better you feel. It's not fun doing things for ourselves when we want to help other people. It's more fun to do things for other people. And we can make a video about that too. Why we don't love ourselves and want to help ourselves and get joy from helping ourselves like we do for others, right? A lot of times. Well, it depends on who you are. But don't be overwhelmed. If you are starting at ground zero and your ADHD or autism has gotten you to burnout and you're not functional and you've gotten yourself into a depression or physically burned out, so you cannot get out of bed, start slow. Start with the basics. It sucks. Pills, food, protein. It's embarrassing. It feels dumb. It feels stupid. That's not a nice way to say it. That's how I feel about it still. But I know doing these things is an act of love for ourselves. All the things we hate and we struggle with, the headaches, the not thinking straight, the things we're desperately trying to fix. It turns out that these things that we can slowly incorporate into our life and make easier somehow, like the breakfast, oh my God, you will feel so much better. You will feel so much better, I promise. Please try and see if it helps you. And if you have found things that are helpful for you and have been life hacks for ADHD, autism, or both, like AuDHD, which I probably have, please comment. I know that I'm a baby channel and not a lot of people comment. And I know not a lot of people see my content yet because I'm new and I'm learning how to make better videos. But please, I do have 88 subscribers, and I can tell that even though I'm not getting a huge amount of views, there's a core amount of people who watch my content. So anything you share, it may look like nobody's watching, but there are people that watch this. And anything that we can share with each other helps. And I know that for me, I have been very successful in careers and jobs where I have done sales and teaching. And I know my talents and my skills. And I know when I was young, I used to videotape a lot and do performance stuff. So I know I'm going to make this channel awesome someday. So hang out, be patient. Right now, I know that once I finally get this channel really going well, I'm not going to want to look at these. It's going to be painful. It's going to be so painful. We're all works in progress. You matter. You matter. We beat ourselves up, right? All that negative feedback we've gotten growing up from family, friends, bosses, relationships, telling us what's wrong with us, and then us internalizing it and hating ourselves. I want to say I feel like that's a common thing with a lot of us. We get so mad and we get so frustrated because of all the years that we want to be living to the same quality of life and the same success as everyone else, and we have no idea why things that should be easy are such a struggle. So at least for me, it makes me even harder on myself. I get demand avoidance, which it's bad. It's a bad mix. It's a bad mix, and it paralyzes us. So do something kind for yourself. I am all over the place. I'm waiting for my meds to kick in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'm going to go drink my coffee. I'm going to go wake my brain up. I've given myself a list of things to do today. And I'm probably going to do a much better update video tonight. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about things that I want to change and do, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. Fun projects. I might paint this place and do a special, I might do something artistic and paint on the walls. I realized, why am I stuck? Why can't I figure the right color to paint? Who cares? I might paint a mural. Who knows? Life is for living. We're so hard on ourselves. Give yourself grace. Know you are worthy. I know if you're like me, especially if you're older, you've been struggling so long, it feels like you're tired. You don't want to do it anymore. You're just done. Start small. make sure that you take your medicine every day. If that's the only thing you can do, that's huge. And figure out easy, nutritious breakfasts. Just make sure there's some fat, there's some protein, and let me know. Let me know if it worked. Please. And you can even comment. You don't have to find this video. If you're like me, you'll forget. You can comment on a completely unrelated video or community post and just please let me know what helps you. Please. I've been thinking about this for myself. Even before I did this channel, I've been thinking of doing like a little bit of a recipe book for myself. So, because I'm visual and I love those cookbook magazines, but I will never cook those ever because it's work and I don't want to use work. I have a hard time doing regular things. I don't want to use up that energy on food when I have to do other stuff. But I love seeing the pictures. It makes me want to eat. I have trouble remembering to eat. And I've had health issues in the past where I need to eat certain foods to get my immune system back up. So that could be something that helps you guys too. That could be something that helps you. I'm going to try to come up with as many ideas as I can. Oh my God, guys. An ADHD cookbook from an ADHD person who might also have autism, who doesn't like to cook. Game changer. Would you be interested in that? I'm totally going to do that someday. Oh my gosh. Little things. Do something kind for yourself today. Even if it's remembering your meds, even if it's just to eat something nutritious. Drink some water and tell me how much better you feel. I hope it helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day. This week is a lot better. My mom is home. She is feeling a lot better. I want to thank everybody who's given me well wishes. My anxiety's come down a lot. It has derailed my goals the last couple of weeks, but that's okay. Mom's more important. Family is important. I will update on a video either tonight or tomorrow to let you guys know about that. Other thing, what else? This was just going to be about breakfast. Now I'm like trying to shove every little thing in case I run out of time and I don't do a video later. On my own, I've been doing research on what kind of jobs are good for people with autism or ADHD. I'm not rushing to leave my job per se, and it's nothing negative against my job, but it's customer service, and it led to a burnout that was so bad that I got physically sick and my body just it crashed. It was like, yeah, I'm done. We're not doing this anymore. I have a lot of confusion and shame and embarrassment and overwhelm, and I still don't understand it. But so in the next couple weeks, I will be for myself putting together a couple of playlists with videos that I find that are helpful for me. So this channel is a combination of two things. One, it's going to be videos that I create and share with you guys, things that have helped me, and sharing my story and continuing with that and making it better and more digestible and just something you can really learn from and benefit from instead of my long vlogs. But also, it's a channel that I already had before I started posting anything. And I'm on a journey too. I'm figuring it out too. I'm overwhelmed too. So some of these playlists I'm creating, yeah, they're videos from other content creators. But I figure if this is helping me, it's going to help you as well. And I really think that it's good to also check out all the other, as many content creators as you would like. Because ultimately, everybody has a different lived experience. Everybody has a different set of symptoms and understanding, and different things work for different people. Also, the way people explain things is different, and maybe you resonate with different people. But yeah, there's a lot of good information. So if you're in a similar place to me, you might benefit. I'm not really sure how I want to do it, because it's kind of like this channel's dual purpose. It's helping me, and I'm also helping others. This is 46 minutes. I gotta go. I'm also gonna watch videos about burnout, high masking autism in women. That's what I'm doing this week. So if you see those videos, that's why. But I'm going to be sharing a whole bunch of stuff of my own too. And what was the other thing? I have to start watching some how-to content on how to streamline my videos for you and get some really cool lighting and do art and fun things. Should I cook? Would you like to see me cook? Let me show you how to make French pastries. I talked to Mom. I asked her if we can do a video together soon, and she said okay. So hopefully soon we can do videos showing you guys how to make mosaic stepping stones for your garden. And you can use things you have in your environment. You don't have to go out and buy stained glass. Kayak rides, it's a little too soon. It is frozen. I hope you guys liked the video I made yesterday. It was snowing and it was so pretty. And as soon as I recorded that, and the snow was really fluffy, and as soon as I recorded that on my phone and I started going back and watching it, and it was only a couple minutes, and I uploaded it to a YouTube creator app where I could edit out parts, and within like 5 minutes I look up and it was like sunny out. So I recorded that too. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Do something kind for yourself. Don't feel guilty. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty well. If you take care of yourself, it's a lot of work. It sucks. It isn't fun. Whatever small thing you can do to help yourself feel better is worth it. If you have people around you who are getting impatient, who want you to take the kids here and there and want you to do this and that, if you're used to putting everyone else first, heads up to all my friends who are ladies out there, I think we're conditioned this way. Just take some time soon and reflect how you can regain even a little bit more balance. If you're to burnout, you're extending yourself more than you can. It sucks. Who wants to think that they have a way less capacity, energy, and cognitively than everyone else? It's embarrassing, and it's like, to my initial feeling is, that's not acceptable. I don't accept that. That's bullshit. And I think like I can just force it. But that's how I got that way. You might have to cut back some things that you're doing too. Rambly video. Again, this will be different soon. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. Bye.